What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kiana, and I'm back with another review. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10, episode 11. Be sure to check us out for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. By the time this uploads, this will be, the panel will already be live. So make sure that you catch the replay. But make sure that you hype the video, like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things. I know y'all are so tired of these voiceover type of videos, but listen, if y'all could see how I look right now, yeah, absolutely not. Okay, I promise next video I will be up and on camera. I just need some time to get my life in order. Okay, I want to get my hair done, or not necessarily get my hair done, but do my hair. I'm tired of wearing it straight at this point. I wanted to clean my room today. Work was really busy, and so listen, y'all getting what y'all getting at the time that y'all getting it and everything else. Anyway, let's get into this review. So Tia is packing up for a polo event. Her company sponsors a polo team, so she wants to have a polo event. Her brother is in town and he lives in Long Island. She says that she has 3 brothers, and the one that is visiting her, they're really close. Now, I was listening really close to see if this brother had an accent along with Tia. And I still got my ears to the TV trying to see if there's an accent that's going to come about. But, baby, I don't hear one from him. We going to let it play out because we only 5 minutes into the episode. But, my goodness. Yeah. Also, I didn't say who's hosting the panel today. It's busy. It's supposed to be me. But, again, I totally forgot that I was even hosting. My mom was the one who brought it to my attention. Honestly, I don't even want to be at the panel tonight. I don't. I'm just not in the mood to be on camera, to be honest. And that's, I just feel like I go through phases like that with YouTube, and this is just a time. So it's not necessarily anything wrong with me per se. I'm just tired, and I just have a lot going on in the background for real. So, yeah, I just really want to take care of that. But anyway, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to Busy's channel as well. Anyway, on the way to the event, all the ladies are there, and you got Kiana, of all people, talking about Tia. Lay down the rules for people because some people don't know how to act. You might want to tell yourself that because the last time y'all had an event similar to this, you and Jazzy was acting a fool and going back and forth about whose ain't was the worst. Okay? So, yeah. Anyway, I think it was Ashley. Somebody made a note that Stacy is not there. Obviously so, because the last time they were together, Stacy kicked Tia out of her event to prevent her from, talking, basically. But anyway, she was like, yeah, she's not there. And Tia was like, I've heard about this web of lies, and now I'm caught up in the web. And Jassy is like, y'all gonna have to show me some proof about my girl being a liar. Oh, you already know. Urban Ashley wants to, step in and stir the pot. Well, she wasn't going to your wedding until she found out that me and Wendy was going. Girl, I'm going to need you to shut your ass up because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Stacy was there. Stacy was there. Stop trying to gather people to be on the opposite side of liking Stacy. It's very similar to how the ladies are with Lisa on Salt Lake. Lisa's not my favorite person, but stop trying to gain more numbers. Listen, the people who rock with Stacy, they rock with her. The people who rock with Lisa, they rock with her. And that's just that on that. But you trying to rally up the troops is really lame. But it's Ashley. What do we expect? And shout out to Jassy for not giving that any energy because it wasn't needed. I want them to make Ashley feel stupid every time she tries to spill some type of tea. Anytime she tries to stir the pot. Anytime she tries to report back to Giselle, I need her to feel just dumb because nobody cares. And we see right through your antics. So to get to this polo event, and the ladies are making notice that this is a very whitewashed event. I mean, it's polo. Not to say that black people don't, play polo, but what did you expect? And so come to find out, the ladies have the opportunity to sing opera. And we learned that Angel can sing a little something. And there's a flashback of Tia asking Angel at her house. Remember when they bonded over not liking Stacy? Yeah, Tia used the opportunity to invite Angel out to sing the national anthem. Y'all heard Ashley talking about you didn't consider me? Girl, hell no, because you can't sing. The level of delusion is just too much for me. So Giselle was like, we gonna sing the Black National Anthem. And again, did y'all hear Ashley say, there's a Black National Anthem? Stevie Wonder? Bitch, excuse me? Are you mistaking the happy birthday Stevie Wonder? Like, huh? But I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I don't know the words, all the words to lift every voice. Blame my mama, okay? Blame my mom. I don't know. I need to place the blame on somebody, okay? But I'm with Tia. I'm gonna learn the words so I can never be left out again. But also shout out to Giselle for saying, no, we gonna sing the Black version, okay? We gonna shake this shit up and make these white people aware of who here, okay? We got something to do and we gonna do it right. We gonna do it our way. I know that's right. So yeah, the lady sang the Black National Anthem. I said whitewash. I didn't mean to say that. More a white field event. But anyway, moving on. So after they get done singing, they all sit down. Ashley, well, first of all, Jassy is talking to Ashley, and she was mentioning the whole Stacy not wanting to come to her wedding thing. Listen, Jassy, don't let them girls get in your ear, okay? Not saying that Stacy isn't capable of doing so, not worrying about coming to your wedding unless it was cameras involved or whatever the case may be, whatever the motive is that they're trying to portray. But again, if you rock with her, then rock with her. And then once you start seeing stuff for yourself, then you have every reason not to fool with her or whatever. But have your own experience. Don't let Ashley get in your ear. Moving on. They all sitting together eating. And again, Forehead chiming in, talking about, I feel like the group is finally getting in a good space because they were fractured for a while. She gears her attention to Angel and says, you had said that you felt like we weren't making an effort to get to know you. They did a flashback of Angel talking to Ashley about it 2 weeks prior. And it's like, Angel, how many conversations are you going to have with these ladies about how you feel like they need to extend an olive branch and how they need to check on you? I was actually with Ashley on that. Okay, it works both ways, baby. You're going to have to meet them halfway. I don't really understand. So then Ashley felt like, she said that would have been a good opportunity to get to know the ladies. I don't know. I was so confused by that because are you talking about the Polo event would have been a good time to get to know some of the ladies one-on-one? Like, I was very lost. It didn't make sense. And again, it just gave a reach. Like, Ashley, shut the hell up, please. But then Angel, in your confessional, you trying to make it seem like, oh, I don't know what these ladies want me to beg. Like, want me to beg to get to know them or some shit. She said, like, girl, but you are begging for them to get to know you. Like, huh? And again, we already had this conversation when y'all went to Nevis. So here we are again, and we have yet to see you do any one-on-one sit-downs with any of the ladies. And she was like, eventually, we're going to get there. Yeah, and you said that in Nevis. And again, we haven't seen that. Remember, she was like, oh, when I was a wag, it took some of the girls under my wing and it took a little while and it's going to be the same for y'all. Well, baby, it must take months for you to get to that point. Girl, months that you don't have time. The season getting ready to wrap soon. Hurry your ass up. And even she was like, me and Wendy going to get there too. Wendy looking like, bitch, please. Speaking of Angel Child, 18 hours later, we are down at the house with her and Bobby and they are packing their things up. Come to find out, they have to get the hell on because their time in the rental is up. There had been a miscommunication somehow, and the homeowner thought that they were going to be gone for a long period of time. And so they booked somebody to come and stay at the place. And so now Bobby and Angel have to go back to Colorado for a short period of time. So they have Kiana and Tia over, And she's telling them what's going on. Of course, they're devastated, like, oh no, what's going on? Like, how did this happen? And she was like, I mean, we're just going to go back to Colorado and get our things, get our clothes and stuff. The only thing that they had at the rental were clothes. The place was already furnished. So it's kind of like an Airbnb type of situation. So they're going back to Colorado. I don't really see the issue in it necessarily, but I already know that the ladies are going to turn this into something. And so Tia was like, look, let me interfere. Like, I ain't trying to step on no toes or nothing, but you know I do this real estate stuff. Like, let me help y'all out. Bobby talking about, we've been looking on Zillow this whole time, but Angel just said that y'all had a realtor. So which one is it? I mean, you can have a realtor and look on Zillow, but it kind of gave that y'all didn't have one. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't see this as a big issue. But as Tia was leaving, she gets a call from Giselle. And Giselle is inviting her to this cowboy party and inviting her kids and all of that. So Tia's like, well, I just left Angel's house and she has to go back to Colorado and all of this. You know, Giselle, oh, so she was just here to film? And if she was, okay, and if that was the case, right? Say she got the opportunity to be on Potomac. And in the meantime, they're renting a house while they find a house to live in because they actually are from the DMV. Then what's it to you, Giselle? Just a hating ass bitch, per usual. And let it be. You and Ashley make things so much bigger than they need to be. It's not even that serious. And Tia was trying to tune all of it out because she didn't want no parts of the messy shit. Exactly, because you already know how they about to be. And we see these type of situations happen. They said the same thing about Jessel moving from Texas to New York to film during the season. And then we already know that Heather Dubrow, she does it. Like, it was hearsay from Jessel's situation, but we know for sure that Heather Dubrow lives in LA and she comes down to film OC. So, I mean, yes, I would prefer my housewives to actually live where they're filming at, but I don't think that Angel would have anything to hide. And that's what Giselle is trying to make it seem like, because in her confessional, she's like, well, what she thought was we'd be done filming by the time that her stay was up. But no, actually, we're still filming. I don't feel like Angel has anything to hide in this because she's told y'all that this is a rental. She's told y'all that they were looking for a house. So y'all knew that this was a temporary thing. Again, making the situation deeper than it was. Oh, this is weird. No, bitch, you're weird because you're always trying to find a problem in something. Did y'all notice when Tia was like, well, I'm sure this is a temporary issue or something along those lines? Giselle was like, I wasn't expecting you to say that. Yeah, you was expecting her to ride your coattail and be a messy ass bitch like you and Ashley. I'm not saying that Tia isn't messy, but obviously she doesn't want to speak bad on Angel because she really does have, you know, she's building a relationship with her. Yeah. I think the thing with me is, listen, I like T like the rest of them, okay? But I also don't like when people try to make every situation be a T moment. Like, that's not, I don't know. And y'all probably think I'm caping for Angel or whatever, but that's just literally how I am. I don't think that every little story is somebody sitting on tea or, you know, make it into like a gossip session. I love me a good gossip session, but like I said, everything is not qualified. Everything is not up for debate, skepticism, and all of that. Like, give it a rest. Wendy girl, this every time we see her solo scenes, it's like, it just kind of makes you shake your head. But again, I'm still going up for my girl. I'm still rooting for her. Okay, period. So we find out that her and Giselle, they're actually hosting this cowboy party together. And it's a potluck. I said, oh my gosh, the budget is in danger. Okay, shout out to Lavelle on TikTok. And not in a good way, though. The budget is in danger because why y'all doing a potluck? Why? Just have catering. Y'all are housewives. We don't want to see that. Now, if y'all had somebody, you know, if y'all was going over Kiana's house or something and she wanted to throw down, okay. But y'all having an event, maybe this is already giving me Karen vibes. That pickleball, whatever the hell that event was, when all the food fell off on the floor. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, we see her and Giselle was on FaceTime together talking about having a party. And she was like, oh, I need to show you Eddie's office. She pans the camera around. And Giselle was like, oh, Wendy got some money. Yikes. So then her and Eddie are talking. And he like, oh, this is a potluck? Well, what you bringing? She bringing fried chicken. And he was like, I mean, how? Their kitchen is out of commission. Then they talk about the budget of the renovations. She said, once you go over 100K, you already know the budget in danger. And you done went over. Listen, at the end of the day, somebody got to pay. I just hope that her house was done before all of this came out, because I would hate for y'all to have an unfinished house. Yeah, moving on. She was talking about her dad and how she wants to reach out to him. And she leans on Eddie a lot because he can speak from experience with his family. And he said that him and his siblings have monthly, you know, catch-ups with each other. And he was like, once he took the expectation away from it, you know, then everything was fine. But he said that his family typically did not meet his expectations. But once he lowered them, then, you know, they was able to come together. I mean, I don't know how that worked. And I also want to know how their relationship is now that they done got caught up in a scandal. Kay and Stacy, they meet up. Now, Stacy was like, you know, I wanted to order some things. And Stacy was, I mean, not Stacy, but Kiana is like, okay, well, as long as it don't have cheese because I'm allergic. Why the waiter come out and Stacy ordered something with cheese? And Kiana was like, bitch, didn't I just say that I was allergic to cheese? But I kind of laughed at it. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but obviously this ain't for you. Because, I mean, shit, she gonna order what she wants. She said that's what she want. You might be allergic to cheese. But okay, baby, at that point, you need to order what the hell you want to order. So they get to talking about, you know, where they are. And Kiana feels like Stacy is always insinuating that she's a violent person and bringing up that whole altercation. And yeah, and she was like, you didn't even greet me at, whose event was that? Oh yeah, the second Bloom event. And Stacy was like, well, let's start at the beginning, because when we was at Giselle's house, which is episode 1, you called me a fake and a fraud. Actually, she didn't call you that. But she did insinuate that you were being fake. The same way you insinuated that Kiana was violent. Even though you said that you never said that. You never called her violent. But you insinuated that. Y'all both did the same thing to each other. But we're going to keep it a buck. Kiana is the one that started this. And the fact that she tried to start at C when it happened at A and you were the initiator to all of this beef between y'all. Kiana, yeah, I'm going to need you to remember why y'all are where y'all are. It's because of you. But Stacy thing was, I don't even know. I didn't see these text messages that you were speaking of, but I don't understand why you went back and said something to Monique about it. By the way, honey, what a friend of, because I done forgot all about Monique. I don't know. She just kind of fading into the background. Again, I told y'all that Monique really isn't needed, if you ask me. But yeah, I don't even know if we're going to see her in this episode. If we don't, I'm not going to be mad at it. Kiana says that she doesn't know what's going on between Stacy and Chris. But she does know is that she's seen photos of them hanging out. And even then, Stacy said again that they know each other socially. They've never dated. Again, like I said, people have different variations of dating. Who knows the extent of Stacy and Chris's relationship? But again, what we do know is that they are not together, and she doesn't know Monique, so none of this fucking matters yet again. They actually showed the picture of Chris and Stacy out. It did give one-on-one tease. It wasn't given like, oh yeah, we know each other socially amongst a group of people. But again, at this point, it's neither here nor there. Now, they agree to squash it and move forward, and they'll come to each other when it comes down to it. Okay, we'll see how long this lasts. We know that Kiana was on Watch What Happens Live last night, and she tried to give a reason as to why her and Stacy are where they are. And she said that it's because when they were in, I don't know, in Nevis, I think she said she tried to talk to Stacy when they were in Nevis, and Stacy was like, yeah, we never gonna be friends, or something along those lines. I don't care enough to insert the clip, but it did give a BS response. Like, okay, Kiana, whatever. Okay, so now Giselle, Ashley, and Wendy meet up. They get a text message from Angel, who is inviting them out for a stay in Colorado to get to know her a little bit better. You know, this is the best opportunity, especially because they have to go back, right? So they get into that whole thing. Giselle fills them in on what Tia said about her getting evicted. Now they're using the word evicted. I don't think that that's the proper word to use. Again, that's y'all putting 20 on 10 and making the situation worse. So then they start speculating whether Angel has money or not. And Giselle goes and says, no, Wendy goes and says that there's a realtor that apparently, she didn't say worked with Angel, but I guess that's the assumption. Angel reached out to this realtor that Wendy knows, and this realtor is telling Wendy that Angel said she needs a house in Potomac, and she wants the house to look like it's $50K, but she's only willing to spend $200 or not $200, $2,000 to $3,000 on it. And then they start questioning her money and questioning if she's broke. Ashley asks if she's broke. Ashley, I need you to get out of people's pockets, because the only way you got what you got is because of Michael's money. Okay? Now, I'm not going to give too much to Giselle because Giselle got her own shit. But still, Giselle's still a hating ass bitch regardless of whatever. Wendy, I need you to tread extremely lightly, sis. Don't question whether somebody else got money or, you know, where they living and all of that, because we know what we know about you now. You my girl, but I'm going to need all three of y'all to stay in y'all motherfucking lane. Because I am pretty sure that Angel has enough money to sustain. I don't doubt that at all. Their house in Colorado is very beautiful. Their house in Colorado made it to magazines. So, yeah, again, when it comes down to real estate, housing, and all of that, I'm going to need y'all, Ashley, stay in your nautical Michael Darby endorsed lane. Giselle, I'm going to need you to stay in your barnyard Lego house lane. And Wendy, I'm going to need you to stay in your Pam Oliver renovations when you ain't really got the money fraud allegations lane. Yeah, I'm going to need all of y'all to stay on y'all street. And don't worry about what Angel got going on over there, because we could talk about y'all too. And also, if somebody wants to budget their house and, you know, be a little smart with the house that they got over here versus the house that they got on the other side of the country, what's wrong with that? I think that's smart moving. If that's the case, if they want to budget, that's cool. Because again, we already know what they're working with over there in Colorado. So yeah. And Wendy can't talk about nobody presenting the lavish lifestyle, because again, sis, Pam, yeah, cut the shit. You over here trying to present a lavish lifestyle, and at this point, you're putting your livelihood in jeopardy. Not too much. And I feel like she tried to slightly backpedal in her confessional, saying she don't care if Angel want a budget, have at it. All she cares about is how she shows up as a friend or something. Yeah, I feel like that was a slight backpedal, because you already know what the hell you doing behind the scenes. And you probably want somebody to extend you a bit of grace when your shit comes out. Not when, but you know what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking in the back of her head. This event is janky. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's very Robin Dixon Family Fun Day coded. It's very, again, Karen Pickleball Day coded. Like, what is this? What is this? And even Wendy said, you know, me and Giselle have two different aesthetics. So collaborating together was, this is a mess. So apparently, again, it was Wendy's idea to have the potluck, you know, because it's a family affair, you know, potluck. It is what it is. Ashley's big forehead ass talking about, I brought catfish basically as a dig to Angel, and she hopes that she peeps it. First of all, bitch, it looked like you fried that catfish in flour and not cornmeal. I don't think she's going to peep that this is catfish, because, bitch, I didn't even know what it was. Like, that looked nasty. Why it look like you tried to fry the catfish like it was fried chicken? Girl, again, she don't know. Like, how is your mama black and you walk around this world like you never had a black experience? I'm so confused by her. I don't get it. Then she is walking around with white kids. So, hey. And again, I don't understand why you're trying to target Angel. Another unprovoked situation. Oh my gosh, this episode is starting to get on my nerves before we can even really get good into the scene. So all the girls are showing up and Angel is running late. Kiana calls her on speaker and is asking, like, you know, where are you? How long it's going to take y'all to get here? And she was like, yeah, we far. And then Bobby chimes in and he was like, we'll get there when we get there. Okay, yeah, I understand. It is kind of like, oh, okay, well, shit, excuse me. But in her confessional, Ashley is like, oh, Bobby needs to pop down. Ooh, I tell you, that Bobby, he got a temper on him. I promise you, I can assure you that Ashley hasn't even had a conversation with Bobby before to even make that assessment about him. And, you know, I don't cape for men, but it just gives, again, you're looking for a moment. You're looking for something to talk about. I'm sure you don't even know Bobby, baby, outside of his name and outside of whatever Angel has told you about him. And y'all know how I feel about weird bitches who try to make it seem like they know somebody when they don't. I got that instant feeling when Ashley said that. Weirdo. Now they want to act like they just all up in arms because they running late. And Tia's like, give them some grace. Like, you know, they got kids and, you know, with the whole moving thing. And Giselle's like, whose fault is that? Whose fault? Shut the fuck up. Then Wendy talking about, you here with all your kids? I mean, is Angel being there gonna make or break the scene? God damn, y'all don't even like her. Move the fuck on and keep it moving. Keep filming. Ashley is not black. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And I know that probably startled y'all because I feel like I've been like talking real low throughout this episode. Oh my goodness. So Timo gets there with Stacy, right? Everybody like, oh my gosh, it's him. We were finally get to meet him. We were wondering if he was real. Oh, shut the fuck up. Y'all knew that man was real. Okay, whatever. Stacy said he there off the strength of her relationship with Wendy. I said, well, also, that's the reason why y'all didn't go on the triple date is because of the CFO. So, girl, huh? But, okay, what you do? Convince him that they were actually cool? Okay, whatever, child. We here. So, you know, he is awkward as he want to be. Shout out to Phineas and Ferb and they dad. But Stacy is excited for the girls to try her potato salad, right? She was like, yeah, I'm really a good cook. We see her flashback of her and her friend AJ in the kitchen. She making a peach cobbler. Yeah, Stacy, I don't know, girl. But the potato salad, it look a little promising. And you got Ashley trying to critique the potato salad. Let me see if it got some pepper flakes. Shut the... That's how I know you not black. Pepper flakes? What are you talking about? Who puts pepper flakes in a potato salad? You're not fucking black. Like, I don't care. You walk around this world like a white bitch, and you show it every time you open your damn mouth in regards to the culture. Girl, shut your ass up. You putting on a wig, a lace front, or whatever is not gonna make you down with the brown, bitch. You don't know what you talking about. Bitch talking about some damn crushed red pepper flakes and it's... Girl, ugh. What the hell is this event, y'all? We ain't seen them do nothing. We haven't seen them do not one activity. What is this venue? What is the point? Did they say something about ponies? I ain't seen no damn horse yet. Okay, so Stacy, the people saying that the potato salad was good. The people, I don't know who the people is, but I heard one of the kids say it. So, hey, That's a win. Speaking of the kids, I love seeing Arabella and Cam having their little side conversations. So cute. I forgot, didn't they do a scene together before? Or am I tripping? I feel like there was a scene maybe last year between the two of them. I'm not sure. But Angel and Bobby finally get there. And, you know, they're announcing who made what. And again, yes, Giselle made it her business to say that, or to tell Wendy to announce on the mic that Ashley made catfish. And the way that Wendy was saying it was kind of like, yeah, y'all trying to make this a whole thing. I don't like that. If y'all still butthurt about her being late, so the fuck what? She showed up, so it doesn't matter. So the ladies, they sit down and they bring up the whole situation between Angel and Colorado. Again, they are going back and forth. They're traveling back and forth to Maryland and Colorado. Angel always said that that was going to be their situation anyway. So, yes, they're just going a bit sooner than planned. They're asking, well, what happened? And she was like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. And here come Ashley. Well, as a mother, I feel like you're on top of stuff like that. Like, how did that happen? Angel was like, I don't know. I don't know, bitch. Actually, yeah. I'm not even mad at Angel for saying I don't know. Like, I understand in this case, because the girls are looking for something to talk about, you definitely want to give them the straight up answer so they won't keep hounding you about it, because this is the type of group that, you know, that's what they do. But Angel was like, I don't know. And you know what? Sometimes you just don't fucking know. Like, I might just be giving her grace. It does seem a little, you know, odd. But just like she said, you know, our time was up there. We thought that we would find a house by then, and it didn't work. But guess what, bitch? They got a fallback house, bitch. That's all that matters. They got somewhere to go. They got somewhere to go, Giselle. Because I remember she said in that scene with her, Ashley, and what's her name? Wendy, that she ain't got nowhere to go or something. She said something like that in one of her confessionals. She actually got somewhere to go. So what's next? Shit. And Wendy talk about, well, they were saying you got evicted, girl. Okay. Well, guess what? She didn't. And if she did, guess what? She got somewhere else to go. That's all that matters. Bitch, when I got a house in Colorado, I ain't got to worry about no eviction notice, bitch, because I always got somewhere to fall back to. So, bitch, y'all need to fall back up off me. And that's that on that. Shit. Well, you better hope them folks don't take your house. I'm not laughing because y'all know Wendy my girl, but at the end of the day, I need the loudest people in the room to back the hell up. And I know that, you know, there's some tension between Wendy and Angel. But again, Wendy, you not qualified for this conversation, baby. I'm going to need y'all to shut the hell up. And that was the end of the episode. Okay, that was the end of the episode. Sometimes you don't feel like explaining shit. I be doing that. Sometimes I don't feel like explaining stuff. I be like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I'll say, never mind, real quick and just drop the conversation because I don't feel like having it. And that's that on that. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. I feel like y'all probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more if y'all seen my face. But I can't show y'all how I look right now. I look so crusty. It's not funny. But anyway, let me go because this is 8 something. And yeah, it's like probably 8:30 right now. And I need to be on the panel. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all on camera for Salt Lake City. Later.